We're so happy to have you here. We're gonna invite folks to come join us for some fun and celebrating and some laughs and some camp songs tonight. If you're here, please say hello in the chat. If you've ever done something with us, welcome everybody, welcome. It's always an adventure here in virtual land. So if you're here, say hello in the chat. If you've been here before for an online event, you know that it's usually a little bit exciting at the beginning, but we get everything figured out. So welcome to Winterfest. And if you're here, say hello and let's hear people's favorite camp songs. Whether we're gonna showcase it tonight or not, let's hear your favorite camp songs. We're really growing our YouTube channel now with everybody's favorites. We have the favorites from last year. We've got some great songs coming up tonight, and we'll keep doing this. That's the beautiful thing about these new things we've learned is here all are all over the country in so many different places, and we get together tonight and we get to just celebrate camp and everything we love about it. So if you're just joining us, welcome. We're so happy that you're here, and please say hello in the chat, and we're just going to take a moment, make sure everything is working, and then we'll get started. So thank you for coming. We're so happy you're here. We have a bunch of really fun things coming up, and I'm gonna just check in really quick and make sure that our chat is going and make sure that things are working. If you are here, please say hello. A hi, your favorite camp song, and then we'll get started. Alrighty, it looks like people are here. Well, thank you. Welcome to Wawa Winterfest. This is our time to come together and celebrate camp. This was an incredible year for us. We have so much that we get to celebrate tonight. We have so much that we get to share, so much that we get to see together. We're gonna start with a little intro. We wanted this year to really make sure that we were starting at camp. So take a moment, make sure if you haven't turned on your smile yet that you do. Tonight is really for all of us. So we'll get started, and then I've got lots of introductions to do when we come back. I think we're gonna just work on the sound. So as soon as you can hear sound that's not just me, go ahead and put it in the chat. We're just working on the sound for a minute. I knew that if it wasn't my sound, it would be something else. So give us a minute, we'll get there. I'm Lily Mercogliano, Easton. I'm the camp director at Camp Wawa Sequoia, and I'm really so happy that we get to be together tonight. We want the sound for this, it's nice. So just give us a second. If you've already put your favorite song in the chat, let's now see people's favorite places at camp. You don't have to rush, but think about camp and think about where you like to be when you're there. If you had to pick one place to spend the whole day, where would it be? Let's see that in the chat. And again, welcome to folks who are joining us. We're just getting started. We're having a little bit of a sound difficulty that we are just sorting out, and then we'll get started. So we'd love to know in the chat your favorite camp song, and also if we could have your favorite place at camp. And we're gonna start at camp now. I think the sound is fixed, so we'll start from the beginning. Here we go. Welcome everybody to Camp Wawa Winterfest. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much. I think we're still sorting through a couple things, but we'll get it all smoothed out. And so we really want to take a minute before we get started and unveil our mystery guests. We do things with a buddy at camp. And so I'm so happy that I get to be here with a buddy. I didn't put out any clues ahead of time. I will just say that this incredible host is our longest running camper. This is an incredible, an incredible part of camp. And even when we're not there, this being is at camp. So you want to come and join us, mystery guest who's going to cheer us on for all of Winterfest tonight. Let's see who it is. Drum roll, please. Come on. Mystery guest. Guesses, longest running camper ever. Are you there? Hey, look everybody, it's Wally. So we're very excited to be joined by Wally. If you've ever been to our 5K race before, the Wally Waddle, which happens the second weekend in May. You've seen Wally before. This is our camp mascot. We have a really amazing snapping turtle that lives in our lake. And so Wally, thank you for being here tonight. How are you? Oh, so good, so good. I'm so glad to have a buddy, and I'm glad to have you. And we are going to get started. I think the part that I love so much about this show tonight is really that we get to be together. I think I've shared it a bunch over the last couple of years. But as we've gone through the pandemic as a camp, I keep coming back to this phrase that was shared with me in a camp conference sometime last year during the pandemic. And it was this reminder that really camp can happen anywhere. And I think that's hard for us at Wawa to always remember, because we're so blessed with really probably the most incredible facility that a summer camp could ever have. So we have an amazing place to have camp. But in our hearts, we also get to remember that really camp is about us. It's about all of us here together. It's about the connections that we build, and it's about the way that this grows and changes in our life, really over our whole life. So thank you for being here tonight. We are going to get started. Just looking back at this past summer, we reopened. We brought overnight camp back. We didn't have any spread of COVID, which was amazing. I want to do a huge thank you to the staff, to the families, to the volunteers, to our board, to our incredible families and parents, all of our campers. There was so much that people put in to make this summer happen. The extra waiting in line to get into camp, some extra steps along the way to really help us mitigate risk of COVID, all of the extra work that the staff put in. It was amazing. So we're going to take a look back now, and then we're going to do a couple camp favorite songs. So let's get started.
Someone just count it down. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, guys, you have to start.
Recording lots of bloopers for the show. It's okay.
All right. 1 bottle pop, 2 bottle pop, 3 bottle pop, 4 bottle pop, 5 bottle pop, 6 bottle pop, 7 bottle pop.
1 bottle pop, 2 bottle pop, 3 bottle pop, 4 bottle pop, 5 bottle pop, 6 bottle pop, 7 bottle pop, pop. Don't go you're touching my backyard, my backyard. No, don't go you're touching my backyard's full. Fish, chips and vinegar, fish, chips and vinegar, pepper, salt.
My backyard's full. Fish and chips and vinegar, vinegar. Fish and chips and vinegar, pepper, salt.
Yay!
Lima. My dog Lima likes to roam. One day Lima left his home. He came back so very clean. Where, oh, where has Lima been? Lima Bean, where, oh, where has Lima been? Lima Bean, where, oh, where has Lima been? Coffee! My dog Coffee likes to roam. One day Coffee left her home. She came back so very clean. Where, oh, where has Coffee been? Coffee Bean, where, oh, where has Coffee been? Coffee Bean, where, oh, where has Coffee been? Jumping! My dog Jumping likes to roam. One day Jumping left their home. They came back so very clean. Where, oh, where has Jumping been? Jumping Bean, where, oh, where has Jumping been? Jumping Bean, where, oh, where has Jumping been?
Welcome. We've gotten off to a great start. Thank you all for being here tonight. Really fun to start off with 2 of our favorite upbeat songs. So I forgot to mention that part of the fun thing about when we do this is that we get to have surprises. I'm still the camp director, but you know, the honest truth is at this time of year, I really love warm hugs. So hopefully you can also see my Olaf head here. Very happy to have you all here with us tonight. We have this awesome opportunity this month to really get behind camp and support camp. So you might notice it in the chat. If you haven't seen it yet, we have our end of year appeal happening now. This is our opportunity to really keep camp going, keep camp strong. We've done an incredible job coming through this pandemic. You know, getting to reopen, getting to do the things that we love so much at camp has us so excited for next summer. We're growing to 6 weeks of overnight camp, which is going to be our longest yet as an independent camp. And you get to really help this along. So tonight, in addition to getting to celebrate camp, we're going to be raising much needed funds for camp. And really one of the big things that we have been focusing on lately is how we really take care of our camp property and our facility and the needs that we have there. Some awesome improvements were made in the past 2 years. We've really been able to work on the trees at camp. We've been able to work on a bunch of different parts of the facility and just our functions. Last summer, we had 13 straight days of rain, which was incredible. Brought out lots of opportunity to work on the road. I want to give a big shout out to any of our teen camp campers that really got into the trenches literally last summer, helping to dig ways to channel all that water. So there's always a big need at camp. And we've put in a new fishing dock. So next summer, we're going to have more waterfront space. And that means that we always need support. So whatever you can give tonight will be a huge help. We'll update you as we go along. We'll have more costumes. And now we get to learn a bit more about our biggest facility project coming up in the next few years, which is going to be our lodge project, our campaign to restore and renovate our main lodge. And then, of course, we have more songs for you. So thank you. Don't go anywhere. And let's keep going.
Say action.
Okay, go.
Our capital campaign is for saving the lodge. Most in particular, we want to save the outside lodge. We have all these concrete slabs that have been cracked and moved and uneven over the years. We tried multiple ways of repair, and now it's time to do a big repair. We're going to level out all these slabs. One of the main ways to do it is take most, if not all of them out, jackhammer all the concrete, build new foundation all along this edge, put new footings in underneath all the posts, and while we're at it, we probably have to replace all the posts and all the railings. We want to do it in a nice rustic style so we can maintain the look we have, but we can also make it safer while we're doing all that. You can see what's here is pretty much just stacked rocks, and then some of these have actual piers and footings for foundations where the posts are. Part of the problem is not all of these have foundations. It's actually a good view too to see how out of level that one slab is. One of the other issues over here is everybody probably knows the transition into the lodge that people trip over. We want to try to eliminate that. We want to try to do that while saving the existing steps. So our goal is to save the steps. If we have to improve them with new concrete, we'll do that. But the bigger issues are around the corner here. So you can see how rocks have spaces in here, and it's just not really supporting the slab anymore. So the best way to fix this is to get all this rock out and pour a new concrete foundation with footings down below the ground, and that can support new slabs that get poured there, and then no sub base go over it so it can keep it nice and level. So yeah, you can see this is one of the worst spots where a lot of rocks were lost out of here and is not really well supported anymore. And you can see that there's no footing underneath this post. We got another big hole here. I don't know where the rocks went. Maybe that one was in there. And then I think this was an old repair that goes over rocks where somebody poured this concrete up against it. And this concrete, remember, is part of the old foundation because originally it was just the lodge. The dining hall was built in the 50s, well after the lodge. So the foundation actually wraps around the corner here and goes underneath the dining hall. And this whole foundation is all broken. And that's also why we've lost about 6 to 8 inches here, and that's why it's all shimmed up here. So this is one of the worst spots that we got to deal with first. All right, I bet not many people spent any time under the dining hall. It's actually really nice clean dirt. We come under here about every 10 years and we shim these things up and fix them as best we can. And every year they just sink a little further into the dirt. We've got things that are old metal barrels. We've got wooden barrels. We've got various things supporting the dining hall right here now. Most of it probably originally to the 50s construction of the dining hall. All of these need to be put real footings in, real posts with concrete. If we can have enough money, I'd love to dig a lot of this dirt out and have ability to store boats and equipment and stuff under here. But this is critical, and the whole foundation, you can actually see all the way at the other end, a crack where that foundation goes underneath the dining hall. The good news is the whole lodge is built out of steel. The steel skeleton of the trusses all the way down into the ground. They came in on a train to Canaan, and then they trucked them up here. And that's what's holding up the lodge, and it'll continue to hold up the lodge. So what we're fixing is what holds up the roof and making nice smooth transitions so people don't trip over things anymore. And also just keeping it together and maintaining what we have. It's been here almost 100 years. We want it to last another 100 years.
Let's go. Hey folks, I'm Lisa Perks, a Smith Park board member, and I've got really good news to share. In the time since Tom recorded that video at camp about the capital campaign, we've had generous alumni come forward to donate a $10,000 match gift. And this is just for donations coming from 1960s and 1970s alumni and staff. So with this $10,000 match gift, anything you give in 2021 will be matched. And it's a really exciting time in terms of the future of camp. So let's help make this possible, shore up the lodge for future generations, and give what you can.
Everybody, Otavio and I are going to do a repeat after me song, so feel free to join in. Otavio's going to lead us.
Hey burrito,
Hey burrito,
hey hey burrito,
hey burrito,
yeah, burrito yeah.
Yeah burrito, yeah.
Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
Guacamole cinnamon twist.
Guacamole cinnamon twist.
Alright, now I'm gonna do it as a cat. Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, meow.
That's all for us.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh, forgot I have a little bit of a voice for this part, guys, but we're back. It's so great to see everybody. My first costume, Olaf, I was hoping to shoot to some of our younger participants, and now I'm wondering if any of our millennials or Gen Xers, or maybe some of you younger folks who are into like 90s trivia. Does anybody know who the camp director is now? Obviously, I'm happy to be here and just, thrilled about what is happening at camp. If you have guesses about who I might be, you can put it in the chat and hopefully someone will get it. I feel like my hair is maybe slightly fluffy for this one, but we'll see. I want to see those guesses. I want to thank everybody who's given so far. It makes all the difference in the world to camp. We're a nonprofit organization. We're led by volunteers. I think anybody who's been out to camp knows that it's so much work in the fall and the winter, whether we're getting everything set up or we're packing everything away. It's an incredible labor of love. And I can say, being out there last summer, and I think everybody who got to be there last summer would join me in just really how much we noticed when we were there. It's so incredibly worth it. That's always true, but take 1 year off from camp and you go back and you just get to be there for all the fun. And you really know that whatever amount of time we get to spend out there, even if you're a volunteer and you get to come for an afternoon, it's so refreshing. It's so good for our bodies. It's so good for our souls. And that's what we're really focusing on when it comes to this work that we do in the off season, these ways that we come together, these ways that we have fun together and laugh and celebrate and think big and think into that long-term picture for camp. So now we get to spend a little time. There's some folks out at camp who have been really, really busy. So busy when we're not there. When we're not there, we think about our main lodge, but there's some folks out at camp that think about their own lodge when they're there. And let me tell you, they even moved their whole entire lodge from across the lake to right by the big dock. So these are some busy folks, and we're gonna hear a special song from them. And we're also going to get to hear about how you could consider helping camp, for the next 100 years. Another way to really learn about ways that you can pitch in. So let's hear from these friends that live at camp all year round and other folks who know some great new updates for camp.
The other day, out on the lake, I saw a wave, a great big wake, The other day, out on the lake, I saw a wave, a great big wave. I turned to look, and then I froze, out on the lake, I saw a nose, I turned to look, and then I froze. Out on the lake, I saw no nose. I was so scared. Needed to bail. But then I saw its great big tail.
I was so scared, needed to bail, but then I saw its great big tail. Well, hello there. He spoke to me. That's my fine dam. Please let it be.
Well, hello there, he spoke to me. That's my fine dam, please let it be. But as you dam, our waters rise. Can we not find a compromise? But as you dam, our waters rise. Can we not find a compromise?
We share this home. Why can't you see? You've got to learn to let it be. We share this home. Why can't you see? You've got to learn to let it be.
Let's see our fields. We need it dry. Without it here,
Our campers cry. Our campers cry. Let's see our feelings cry. And now to hear our campers cry. The beaver grins. The beaver grins. And swam away. And swam away. We share this home. We share this home. We're here to stay. We're here to stay. The beaver grinned and swam away.
We share this home.
We're here to stay. We love you,
We love
Wawa.
you, Wawa.
Well, ain't that something?
There's a beaver in the water. Oh, there it is, Mom.
That's a beaver.
That's the beaver.
That's a beaver.
That is a beaver.
There's a beaver in the water.
Beaver says, leave me alone. Beaver better not come after us. Ooh, Beaver, you're real close. All right, Beaver, don't worry. You win.
Beaver's not asleep.
The beaver is not asleep, Molly. You are right. Guys.
Hi, I'm Lou Falk, and I'm a member of the board of directors of Smith Park of New York, home of Camp Wawa Sequoia. And I'm excited because we're offering a new program called Legacy Legends. This is a program that allows an individual to impact the young lives of the campers for generations to come. And it doesn't require a dollar today. Legacy Legends involves gifts to the Smith Park of New York Endowment Fund. And these gifts can be in the form of a bequest in your will. It can be in the form of a life insurance policy that you purchased today, Park of New York, as the beneficiary. It can be a gift of appreciated securities, real estate. It can be a charitable remainder trust or a charitable gift annuity. There are all kinds of instruments that can be used to make a gift to Smith Park of New York Endowment Fund. The way you can do that is really fairly simple. Contact any member of the Smith Park Board of Directors or staff at Camp Wawa Sequoia, and we will work with your account attorney and take you through the process of making that gift to the endowment fund. We have 3 or 4 members already. I'm one of them, I'm happy to say. It's important to understand that this isn't just designed for an old person like me. Young people who really want to make an impact can join Legacy Legends today. You would get your name on a really beautiful plaque, which will be placed in the dining hall or the lodge at camp. And eventually, within a year or 2, we're going to be holding a special dinner each year just to honor the people who have become Legacy Legends. So again, contact any member of the board, and we look forward to having you join us.
All right, this is my favorite costume. I will unveil it. It comes along with a song. All right, everybody, hot dog, hot diggity dog. All righty, we're having so much fun getting to be together. Wally, thank you for joining us. If you have not had a chance yet to take a moment and make a gift to support camp this year, I think that link is there in the chat and you can do it. I want to thank everybody that has contributed so far to the annual campaign. We've had folks giving since about the end of November when we launched with Giving Tuesday, and just continuing in whatever ways that you can. This is what makes all the difference at camp. This is what really keeps it going, but keeps us in this place where we get to keep thinking and dreaming about how much more we can do, the ways that we can really fix up the facility, the ways that we can really boost up and lift up our program, the ways that we can get bigger, the ways that we can expand, and more than anything, the ways that we can really serve our families to the best of our ability. We now have families coming from across the country, still so many families that are rooted here in the Northeast, and so many alumni that are finding ways to come back, whether it's for work weekends or to come back and visit at different times. It's such a special opportunity for us to get to be together and celebrate this place that we love so much. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for giving. We have one last special song. It has really become a bit of an anthem as we close out our sessions and really think about light. Think about light in our camp. Think about the ways that light really transforms us when we're at camp, the light of fire and the light of candles, all of these special things that make camp so nice for us. And this song has really helped us to also just think about what we take from camp when we go and how we bring camp into our lives when we're not there. So I want to thank everybody who is here tonight. I want to thank everybody who contributed content and sent things in. And if you haven't put it in the chat yet, make sure you put your favorite camp song, because our YouTube channel is really growing in our ability to capture what we love so much, and we can listen to it and hear people's favorite renditions and things like that. So put your favorite camp song in the chat if you haven't yet. Please take a moment and donate if you haven't done that yet. And let's enjoy thinking about light and thinking about what camp can mean for us at this darkest time of the year, the light that it brings into our hearts. We're just figuring out our sound. You're not going to want to miss this. And I actually skipped ahead a little bit. So this is extra special because we get to celebrate siblings. Then we get to think a lot about light. But give us a minute just while we fix our sound.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it
we got a little bit cut off there. Sorry, guys. I think we're having some not so great internet connection happening in downtown Albany. But I really want to thank, that was all staff members wrapping us up there. We had staff members' siblings, Jacob and Maggie Hodis, who grew up at camp. I think they're now the longest running folks to ever attend camp. So thank you guys for that really beautiful Forever Young. We got to see pictures of siblings who are also getting to grow up at camp. And then I really want to thank Vaughn and Lane Albert and Annie Okichi and Sadie Kruger for singing us out with This Little Light of Mine. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I hope you do. We'll get to put all these videos out there, and we'll make sure once they're posted there, you won't have to have any connection issues. And so a few of these things got a little bit cut short, and you can listen to them there. Please share if you know folks who weren't able to join us tonight. Send them a video, tell them that you're thinking of them. So let's spread the Wawa joy. And again, I just want to thank everybody. It's so special that we get to find ways to stay connected to camp when we're not there. If you haven't been to camp in a while, I hope that you'll be in touch. You can go to our website. You can email me at lily@smithpark.org. We'll have work weekends coming up. We've had just a great opportunity to do safe outdoor events together. And really take care of the place when we're there, but also take care of each other. So if you've been missing camp, reach out. Let's get together in 2022. And thank you all so much. Thank you, Wally, for cheering me on. Makes such a big difference. I appreciate it. Thanks to your kids for joining in. And to everybody who submitted content, to our board members that helped us learn about what's happening at camp. To folks who, have been really just supporting camp so much through this time. We couldn't do it without you. We thank you so much. And we hope that you have a great night and a really wonderful next couple of weeks. The light will be coming in soon. So thank you everybody so much. Oh, I didn't get to say, I really want to say thank you to my grandmother. I'm sure she'll tune in. I love you, Grandma. This last costume, this is my lucky grandma shirt. She gave this to me. So that's what I get to wear to honor her. So thank you everybody so much and have a really nice night.